Maine's live music scene never sleeps, which is why we always bring on Portland Press Herald's music writer Aimsel Ponti to give us a little snapshot of what we can check out this month, because there's always a concert or a show to go to.
Always. 7 nights a week.
Doesn't matter if it's snowing, raining, whatever. All right, and so we've got, who do we have coming to town?
All right, so I've got 5 shows for you.
Yes.
But let me first tell people, because it's not even on the list, I'm already breaking protocol. Head to Footlights Theater. The Mama Cass Elliott story opens this week. It runs for 3 weeks, starring Eliza Ruth Watson, who just experienced a whole lot of health issues, and like a trooper, like a rock star, had massive surgery, all sorts of cancer stuff, and she's back on stage as Mama Cass, and she's an amazing singer, one-woman show. So go check that out. And now I will segue right into my official list.
All right.
I'm going to mispronounce a name right out of the gate. Nigel, it could be Werne, it's W-E-A-R-N-E. But regardless, this Australian singer-songwriter is great. He was described with the vocal swagger of Van Morrison and dark spirituality and intelligence of Nick Cave, and who am I to argue?
And I don't wish to lie.
This is Friday night at the Booth Bay, tomorrow night at the Booth Bay Opera House. There are still some tickets left. That should be a good show. Got some rockabilly, got all sorts of stuff going on.
Yeah, and a name we do know. We have an evening with Peter Galway.
Oh, so Peter Galway. I finally interviewed Peter. He and I have corresponded for years. I used to play him on my old radio show. One of the greatest songwriters living in the state of Maine, and certainly beyond that. So it's an evening with Peter Galway, Friday, May 15th at the Hill Arts up on Munjo Hill in Portland.
It's good trouble, good kind of trouble, just like we said, just like they say, my sister and my brothers.
And it includes a copy of his book, his new memoir, which is called Hardtail Strat, Guitars, Heroines, Songs, and Stories. I read it. It's written kind of with song lyrics and in poem form. Such an easy read, but also like a very compelling read. So it's like you're not reading War and Peace, but he's an incredible writer. He tells his story of hanging out with people like Joni Mitchell and The Who, and he's just this humble guy, but he's so talented, and the book is so good. And this is going to be a very special night, Friday, May 15th, the Hill Arts in Portland.
All right, and then the next night, you can head on over to the Stone Mountain Arts Center.
Whatever it's called.
Brownfield.
Yeah, so Amy Helm, she comes to Maine every so often. She's only doing a tiny, like 3 shows on the whole East Coast, and Stone Mountain is one of them.
I come from Arkansas, roses, hard times, broken noses, backbeats, backseats.
She is such a great singer-songwriter. She's been doing music her whole life. Her album from 2024 is called Silver City is so good. Born into a musical family, her father is the late and very great Levon Helm from the band, and her mother is a singer, I just realized, also deceased, named Libby Titus, who's also, that's a whole other rabbit hole to go down. And fun fact, her stepdad, actually, Donald Fagen of Steely Dan, there's a fun fact. But Amy's so good. Again, been playing music her whole life, such a good singer-songwriter. That is going to be a great show. I think that hopefully we'll head for a sellout. Again, Saturday, May 16th, Stone Mountain Arts Center.
All right, and then for music lovers everywhere, we've got the All Roads Music Festival.
Okay,
happening.
this is ridiculous. This is so huge. The All Roads Music Festival has happened for a decade in May in Belfast. Hold that thought. That one's going to happen in October. This is the first time that Meg Charette and her team is bringing the festival to Portland Friday night and Saturday. Here are the venues. Are you ready? State Theater, One Longfellow Square, Mechanics Hall, Oxbow Live, Space Flask, Gino's Rock Club, Portland House of Music, and Blue. And there are several ticket options. You get a 2-day pass, a 1-day pass, a venue pass. Friday night, I'm not going to tell you the whole list, but little snapshot. Monrovia, so good at the State Theater with Palaver Strings and our Maine's own Oshima Brothers. Yeah. Meanwhile, down the street at Oxbow Live, they'll have Small Pond and Woods and a mystery band and a band called Faye Lacey, I think I'm saying that right, at Gino's Rock Club. And then Saturday, again, just a snapshot. This is crazy. Bahamas at Portland House of Music, Miles Bullen, Becca Biggs, Savoir Faire, she's so great, Angelica Farray, Genevieve Stokes, the Mama, The Beaches, Louisa Stanzioff, Mouth Washington, a band with the greatest name ever, Thelma and the Sleaze, and my hairstylist, DJ Jamie O'Sullivan. Yes, you know, I don't wake up with this hair. Jamie takes care of me right down the street, actually, in the State Theater building. He has a DJ set at Flask. It is going to be a phenomenal weekend of music. And I'm not even done. I have one more show.
No, we have the Fog Cutters.
Yes, foggy forecast.
In spring.
May 22nd, Johnson Hall Opera House in Gardner. Good excuse to go to that wonderful venue. 19-piece big bands, standards, several originals, 2 singers, tons of horns, all local. That's going to be a great night out in Gardner.
And time.
There you have it.
All kinds of good music happening, and a show at the Footlights Theater, all kinds of stuff.
And
to check out.
and each time I come back, so I'll be back in a few weeks. We inch closer to the night in Bangor where we can hear Toto sing Africa and Christopher Cross sing Sailing all on the same night.
I'm going to start fanning you now.
Start fanning me now, and not to mention I heard Barry Manilow on the drive over here, and I'm hysterical on many levels,
man,
per
all
usual.
Right. Well, thanks for coming in.
Always a pleasure.
Show us what's going on. If you want to learn more about these shows, just head to the 207 section of our website and app. Don't go anywhere. We're back right after this.